Game of Thrones is without a doubt one of the best series we've ever seen, and after 6 short seasons we've watched it grow into a worldwide phenomenon. Sure, the show meanders from time to time, especially in the more recent seasons, but one can assume that they were only dragging it out so George R.R. Martin would finish the series. But alas, we've come to a point where we finally have hit the unknown, where book readers and show lovers finally sit down together on Sunday evenings and share in the same shock that Game of Thrones is delivering in Season 6. Let me say this now, I am one of those uncultured swine who loves the TV show so much and keeps saying that they're gonna pick up those books and read them one day, but is yet to do it. So it seems that the series is coming to a close. Game of Thrones, or as it's known to the book readers, A Song of Ice and Fire. To me, the title of the book series became quite clear even at Season 1. Ice and Fire, White Walkers and dragons essentially. But only through the development of the show does it become more clear that it's less about those mythical creatures and more about those two characters who've engaged with them throughout the story, Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen. Sure, they may be related, but these two characters couldn't be more different and similar at the same time. They're essentially two sides of the same coin, and the yin to the other's yang. Looking at these characters is actually quite fascinating. I mean, even with their appearance, they're reverses of each other. Jon's hair is jet black, and he's wearing the colors of the Night's Watch, which is also black. Daenerys is of course white-haired, and is constantly wearing more bold colors and a lot of creams and whites. And the differences don't end there. While Daenerys Targaryen's call to arms was taking back what was rightfully hers, the Seven Kingdoms, she resurrected an army, and she willingly engages in conflict, and demands attention from all. While Jon, he willingly pledged himself to the Night's Watch, and took an oath, and proceeded to do his duty, not for the glory, but for what was right, and only found himself in power out of necessity. Also, both of these characters have decided to make strong allies from the most unlikely of people. Jon decided to join his forces with the Wildling, constantly referred to as the Free Folk. No. While Daenerys did the exact opposite, taking the Unsullied and the people of Meereen as allies. All these people were slaves. Dracarys. Quite a contrast between the so-called Free Folk. Both of these characters share the same ideals, but have chosen two drastically different ways. Daenerys Targaryen has always stated that she was to rule, and Jon simply found himself in that situation. The show even references this yin-yang with a very similar shot between two drastically different situations. Here, Daenerys Targaryen is shown love and praise, and even the warm tones of the cinematography helps this symbolism become so much more apparent. Cut to Jon, who is close to death, gasping for air, while being drowned in bodies who are attempting to flee. Cinematography is dark and dreary, and without hope, it becomes apparent that these are two sides of that yin-yang. And this duality, like the yin-yang, are not opposing forces. They're complementary, and that's why I think that neither Jon nor Daenerys can rule Westeros alone. They need each other for the Seven Kingdoms to be in peace. A Song of Ice and Fire. The story of Jon and Daenerys. The tale of yin and yang. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.